What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show back with another video, and today we've been taking a look at the magical world of Negi or Negima. I actually don't remember how it's pronounced, but this is weird though, man. I remember this anime from a long time ago, and I don't know if I remember it from manga, but this is actually a special anime to me. And the weird thing is that obviously it's not as big as other series, but I remember this anime pretty much fondly. You know, after being years of not watching it, I actually do remember it. And the weird thing, like I said earlier, if I would have watched this now as an adult, I probably wouldn't have gave this the time of the day, and I was still probably about teenage age when I actually watched it or read it the first time. I don't know, man. I've always had the fondness for this anime. I think the opening, the 1000% opening, I don't know, it's always like one of my favorite openings. I always pull it back up. So for me, when the anime has a great opening like that, it always makes me more nostalgic when I look back on it. Like obviously when you go back and watch Yu Yu Hakusho, what do you remember? Smile Bomb. That's something that's always like a focal part of great anime. You know, the opening matters. And nowadays you might skip an opening because Netflix allows you that chance to kind of just skip and not really have to see anything. But you know, back in my age, you know, you really didn't have that choice. Either if you were watching it on TV, you kind of just had to watch it on TV. There was really no skipping the opening. But back to Negima. I'm gonna say Negima. This anime is a weird little bundle. It's a unique blend of action, comedy, and heartfelt moments. Like honestly, like I said before, if I would have watched this today, I would call it another trash harem anime and been done with it. But this one is a unique one for sure. It's an OG. Now, our story begins with Negi Springfield. He's a 10-year-old wizard in training from Wales. His dream is to become a master wizard. Very simplistic plot, but like I said back then, it was kind of, it's what we were all on. And here's the reason why I wouldn't watch this today, in today's age. He embarks on a unique journey by becoming a teacher at Mahora Academy, an all-girls school in Japan. Yes, as you can kind of tell what this is shaping up to be, this seems, if you've never watched it, you can pretty much see that it's basically a harem anime with a girl classroom or like a school of girls. He's basically a young teacher. He's 10 years old, and he's teaching a class of, you know, full all girls. And this class is they're unique, but you know what I'm saying. It's got the really diverse and vibrant class. Each girl kind of brings their own different personality, which in a lot of harem anime, like I said, you watch it today, it's gonna seem generic, but you know, a lot of the different personalities and stuff. This is an OG, so it's different. The whole theme of the show though is basically his bond between the students, and you know, like I said, each of them have like unique abilities and stuff. It's really like kind of like Harry Potter if all the classmates were basically girls. I mean, I guess it's different because he's a teacher, but it's same principle. Now I think Negima was different because it had a mixture of everything. You know, they had battles, they had fights and stuff where he would need to have the students help him fight certain characters, or you know, so they had a lot of heartfelt moments and stuff. It was a unique anime. Like it was not like, even back then I was getting tired of harem anime, and this one in general was a little bit different. I really can't spoil too much, that's why I'm kind of beating around the bush, because I think you guys should watch it. Now there's actually two versions of the show. There's one that's like basically the Full Metal Alchemist thing and the Full Metal Alchemist brother thing. And to be honest, when I was watching it, I was a bit confused. So, you know, I did a little bit of research on it. And from what the research is telling me, you have two anime, Negima exclamation mark and Negima exclamation mark question mark. Basically, the original Negima was a 26 episode anime. It came out around 2005. Negima question mark is basically a alternate retelling of the original Negima, which came out in October 2006 to 2007. They had apparently like 4 different sets of original video animation as OVA, in case you guys don't know. An anime film, I mean, even apparently a live action television series. Interesting. Now, what I did actually know about this series is it actually spawned another anime. The weird thing is, when I watched this other anime, I had no idea that it was actually connected to one of my old favorite animes. There's an anime by the name of Yukio Holder. We'll probably do a video discussing that in a later date. But basically, this follows Negi's grandson. So, really interesting read. The anime in itself was not necessarily a fan of it. It was some parts it was rushed. I read the actual manga for it, but like I said, when I actually read it or somebody recommended it to me, I had no idea that it was actually based on Negima or Negima, whatever. Alright, so let's talk about the harem aspect of this because we have to really get to it. Now, I told you about him being a teacher, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to find clues about his father who's missing. He has a group of students, they're all girls, including his roommate, which is very harem-like. His first real opponent, first real challenge is actually an immortal vampire named Evangeline. Now, I remember this character quite well. She's very much a big part of Negima, and she's a big part of UQ Holder, you know what I'm saying? Because her being a vampire gives her, you know, access to be in both stories. She's a very big part of the story. She's more of a big part of the story in UQ Holder, in my opinion. But just know she's probably one of the most important characters out of the whole franchise. Alright, so the main, I guess, kind of like power system in this actual anime is called a Pactio. It's basically a magical contract sealed by a kiss. So you can pretty much see where this is going in terms of like the harem side of things. Yes, it's basically kiss a classmate, they get a special power, they get a special ability, and that's basically how the fight system works in this particular anime. And there's a lot that I can tell you about like the actual show and the series, but I know for a fact that you guys probably look at it like this is just a regular harem anime. And it is to a degree, but something about this one kind of rose above the harem anime. I don't want to really compare it to Mushoku Tensei because I feel like Mushoku Tensei is like a masterpiece among isekai anime. And while I wouldn't call this necessarily a masterpiece, I really did actually like the show. And at that time, I really couldn't stand harem anime. I think you guys, if you know, just bored, I think you should give it a try. I think it's worth the try at least. Even just to get a UQ Holder because I like the way that story was going. I've not currently checked in on that series, so I might go ahead and catch up. I don't really know where the manga's at right now. The anime, like I said, wasn't really my taste. I guess maybe because I had just read the manga, so I was kind of fresh to what was going to happen in the show. But, you know, I was kind of all over the place in this video just simply because I was trying to go off a little bit of memory and even doing a little bit of research. This show really does kind of confound me. Yeah, I always felt it was kind of weird. You know, he is 10 years old, and like the harem aspect of this anime is he kisses a teenager who he is the teacher of. It's like a whole bunch of forbiddenness in there, I guess. But pretty much all I can say, if you are interested in something like this, you can definitely try it out. I think it's an interesting anime. I think it's a lost anime. I think it's one of those animes that were kind of popular back in the day, but it really didn't do anything else after that, or UQ Holder was not as popular as this was during this time. Because I remember this, you know, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, my public library had this book that had the manga, you know what I'm saying? That was like a big reason why a lot of us around this area actually watched anime. You know, the public library had these fancy looking books where, you know, you read these pages in black and white, and it was kind of awe-inspiring. But with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. If you remember the show, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys would like to provide any type of context to this, let me know down in the comments below, and let me know which anime you want me to cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.